The final World of Outlaws feature at I-80 Speedway is underway. David Gravel jumps out to the early lead. Battle for second, Carson Macedo to the inside of Giovanni Scelzi. They made contact there. There was contact between the 41 and the 18 at the backstretch. And now broken front end for the 18 of Giovanni Scelzi. Caution flag will wave. Everybody trying to avoid the damaged number 18, Giovanni Scelzi, with damage to the front of that car after contact with Carson Macedo as they raced for second. Gravel and Macedo. One final time at I-80, feature action underway for the World of Outlaws NOS Energy Drink Sprint Car Series. Gravel to the early lead, Brad Sweet, a nice move at the start to challenge Carson Macedo for second. Close quarters racing down the back straightaway between the Californians. David Gravel leads the opening lap, Carson Macedo second, and now James McFadden closing in on Brad Sweet, the race for the third spot. Sweet gets a little crossed up in the middle of 1 and 2, but able to gather it back in and pull away from J-Mac. Brown runs 6th, Ian Madsen 7th, Brock Zierfoss 8th, Spencer Baston 9th, and Donnie Schatz in 10th. Car slowing on the front stretch, 27, Carson McCarr looks like he'll pull into the infield. No, he won't. We'll stop at the end of the front straightaway and we'll stay yellow. Yellow flag conditions on the speedway. And we are back underway. Gravel to the top side of the racetrack in 1 and 2. Carson Macedo continues to try to make it work down low. Sheldon Hodenschuler run on Brad Sweet looking for the third spot. Car way up high in 1 and 2. That was Spencer Baston. He lost several spots there. Zierfoss coming back at Schatz on the top out of turn number 2. They get very close down the back straightaway. Sheldon Hodenschuler over the cushion. A little wiggle there from the number 17. That allows you car into the wall and upside down. Spencer Baston flipping on the high side in turns 3 and 4. Red flag conditions on the speedway. Spencer Baston, and the green flag is displayed once again. Sheldon Hodenschuler peek to the outside of Brad Sweet looking for third. Bid for the lead from Carson Macedo. David Gravel has the momentum. He'll keep the top spot. Gravel leading it. Macedo right there with him. Brock Zierfoss back by Donnie Schatz. Zierfoss now into the 6th spot. Sheldon Hodenschuler run on Sweet to the outside down the back straightaway. Couldn't make the move entering turn 3. Sheldon to the cushion, turns hard to the left. Diamonds off the corner, moves to the inside of Sweet, and he'll take third as they cross the start-finish line. Sheldon Hodenschuler up to third now in the number 17. David Gravel maintaining the gap between himself and second place Carson Macedo in traffic. Meanwhile, James McFadden getting closer to Brad Sweet, the race for the 4th spot, starting to heat up. J-Mac looking for a run down the back straightaway. McFadden to the inside of Sweet. Can he slide up in front of the 49? Yes, he can. James McFadden now into the 4th position. Sheldon right back to the inside in 3 and 4. Slider up across the nose of Macedo, who turns it back underneath to maintain the 2nd spot once again. Sheldon Hodenschuler and Carson Macedo going at it in traffic, racing for second. Sheldon's got it out of turn 2. Macedo right back to the inside, but the slower car down on the low side of the racetrack, blocking his progress. Sheldon Hodenschuler now second with 7 laps to go. Can he erase a 2 1/4 second lead for David Gravel? White flag waving for David Gravel. Gravel to the cushion in 1 and 2. Into 3 and 4 for the final time. The history books will show that David Gravel won the final World of Outlaws race ever at I-80 Speedway. Second will go to Sheldon Hodenschuler. Carson Macedo third, James McFadden 4th, and Brad Sweet in 5th. David Gravel gains another 10 points on Brad Sweet at the top of the World of Outlaws standings. As David Gravel climbs up to celebrate the final World of Outlaws victory at I-80 Speedway.
You hate to see this place go. It's such a unique place, and we don't get the racetracks this wide typically. And the banking, it's pretty flat in the bottom and pretty banked up top, and when it gets really far around, that bottom really comes into play. And like I said, sad to see it go. We're losing a couple racetracks this year, and that's not what we need, but Yeah, I just got to thank Trey, Zach, and Cody for giving me a really good race car. I thought we were good every time we hit the racetrack. And I honestly wanted Gio to lead the first lap and kind of pace off him and kind of see what I needed to do, but that didn't happen. And, you know, there was that red, and they said guys were searching around a little bit, and I seen all the moisture getting thrown across, but, man, it feels like you're going so faster on the top. And, you know, I knew the top of 1 and 2 is where you needed to be, but 3 and 4, you probably could run literally anywhere. So for what the track looked like earlier tonight, it turned out to be a good track. I just plan on beating them every night, and wherever we end up, we end up. So we're just going to keep racing hard, putting the pressure on him. Obviously, it's still a pretty big gap, and he's going to have a really bad night or something to happen, but all we could do is win races, and that's what we're going to try to do here on out. We'd love to get to 10 wins, so that's a tough feat. We need to get 3 more, but I think we could do it. Somewhere I'm really good at is Williams Grove and Charlotte, and I think, you know, it's a little bit more in my favor. So we're just going to keep running hard, and got to thank everybody at Houston Speedway, Jackson Motorplex, High Performance Lubricants, JRC Transportation, Billion Automotive. Couldn't do without all those guys, and it's been a good year, but hopefully let's make this a great year. You know, my wife did a great job this weekend and got him out with no issues, and we're just so blessed to have a healthy baby, and yeah, can't wait to go home after the weekend and celebrate as a family.